Hello there, Dr. Pam Terrio here. Did you know that I'm not only the author of Alleviate Dry Eye, but I am also a dry eye sufferer myself. And that is why I feel it's so important to share these tips with you week after week, because I understand the irritation and the redness that you're suffering from when you have dry eyes. And I know today is the coldest day we've had yet this winter, pretty much across the country. It's November 12th, and the temperatures were below 30 when I woke up in North Louisiana this morning. So it's quite cold outside, and the cold weather also often brings an increase in our dry eye symptoms. So I just kind of wanted to put a shout out to everyone to be more kind to their eyes during this dry eye season and to give yourself some extra lubrication. Also remember to hydrate with lots of water. So as promised, in last week's blog, I talked about the fact that I got to interview an international dry eye speaker last week. She came to Shreveport to lecture about Restasis, which is a dry eye medication, and I had the opportunity to talk with her individually before the event. So I've got some tips that I wanted to share from an internationally known dry eye speaker with you guys. Her name is Dr. Selena McGee, and she practices out of Edmonds, Oklahoma. Okay. The first thing she shared, so I asked her, what are the top 3 things that you talk to your patients about on a daily basis? And the first thing really resonated with me, you all know I talk about this all the time, is about the toxins that we're putting in and around our eyes. So Dr. McGee has her patients bring in their makeup and their skincare products, their lotions and potions that they put around their eyes, and she goes through the ingredients and shows them which ones aren't good and which ones are. As you know, I have a free worksheet that you can download that names those toxins. I've also come out with the Clean Makeup Manual, which is a 5-module course to help you revamp your makeup bag and get everything out of it that has toxins and bring in the new products that are going to be clean and safe for your eyes. So I'll have the links down below. The second thing she talks to her patients about is protecting your eyelids from the sun, so the UV rays from the sun. Most of us don't put sunscreen on our eyelids, and 10% of all cancers in the body occur on the eyes. If you think about it, your eyelid skin definitely doesn't account for 10% of your total body skin. So it's a significant amount of cancer that comes from the lids, and protecting them with sunscreen is important. If you read the blog this week, I'll have two different sunscreens in there that you can try. Wearing sunglasses might not be enough because that's getting the UV rays blocked from coming straight on at you, but your eyelids might be getting hit by sun coming from the top of the sunglasses where they're not touching against your brow bone. You could also wear a visor or a cap, and that would help. But covering them in sunscreen when you put the sunscreen on your face every morning, it would be even better. So the third thing that she often counsels her patients about are co-conspirators of dry eye disease. So there's a couple of things that could be happening on your body or within your body that could exacerbate dry eyes. And the first is rosacea. So acne rosacea is a dermatologic term for having fine blood vessels. Usually they occur on our cheeks and our noses, and they'll show up when you've had eaten something spicy or had a glass of wine, or maybe you're hot, you've exercised, or you've been outside in the heat, and you'll get very flushed. And usually it comes here and, like I said, on our nose. But what is actually more common is that 20% of patients who have acne rosacea, 20% will start in the eyelids, and so they'll have these same fine blood vessels in the eyelids before you even see it on your face where you can notice it. So if you know that you have facial rosacea, please get your eyes checked. For ocular rosacea, because those fine blood vessels are bringing inflammation to the front surface of your eye, and they're making your eyes more dry and more irritated. So combating the facial rosacea with intense pulse light is really the best way to treat those fine blood vessels. The second co-conspirator that she often counsels patients about is sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is when you stop breathing while you're sleeping, and it's often associated with patients who snore. So if you're a big snorer, or you wake up multiple times in the night, either because you think you need to go to the bathroom or you're just waking up, you may have sleep apnea, and a sleep study might be warranted. The reason that it can go along with dry eye is that, number one, your sleep is disrupted during the night. If you read last week's blog, I talked all about sleep, how to get better sleep, but how important sleep is for those of us who suffer from dry eye disease. So sleep apnea, you're not getting enough rest, and also it's been associated with eyelid problems, people who have floppy eyelids that kind of turn inside out while they're sleeping. So if you have sleep apnea, you might also have floppy eyelids, which would exacerbate your dry eye symptoms. So there you have it. The top three things an internationally known dry eye educator tells all of her patients about how to make their dry eye better. Number one was toxins, eliminating the toxins that you put in and around your eyes. Number two, wearing sunscreen on your eyelids to protect your lids from the UV rays. And number three, co-conspirators of dry eye disease like ocular rosacea and sleep apnea. So please check out the blog at www.pamterrio.com, PAMTHERIOT, pamterrio.com. You'll see the blog there. And if you'd like, please leave me a message below and let me know if you wear sunscreen on your eyelids. All right, I'd love to hear it. And we'll talk to you again next week. Have a good one.